I'm going to show you how to take this plastic bag and turn it into this pouch. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is we have to try and flatten this out. But do you see how it's got words printed on that? I'm actually going to turn it right side out, or I should say inside out, because that could create a mess on, whatever project. Yeah, it could create a mess. If it's got a few layers over it, it should be fine. But I like to just take precautions here. And I'm just going to take some scissors. I'll fold this over. Are people on?
They are, and they're saying you come and go.
I come and go.
So repeat yourself over and over again.
Right. If for some reason this ends up being a really bad video, what we'll end up doing is just re-filming the whole thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, did you see this, McKaylee?
Oh,
look at that.
Isn't that cute?
Okay, so I'm going to cut off the bottom and the very bottom, and I'm going to trim up the top. I want to get rid of the handles. All right.
Okay, ladies, if you'll keep talking to us so that we know that you're there, that we're not just talking to ourselves.
And now you see you have quite a big open bag. This is what opens up the bag, okay?
Perfect.
And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to just trim a little bit more off the end. There we go. All right. So this is 2 layers, right, Barb? 1 and 2. I'm going to fold it in half.
So then how many layers do you have?
Now I have 4.
4.
And then I'm going to do it one more time. Let's see, yeah. I'll do it one more time. My goal is to have 8 layers.
Okay, Kris, they're saying they hear me really well because I'm closer to the camera, but they don't hear you as well. Just speak loudly.
Okay.
And Sandra is writing the steps down.
I have a microphone. Yeah, it's downstairs by my desk. It's behind my desk.
Why don't you hold up what we're making?
Okay.
Hey, Debbie. Hey, and Lynn Goldmeyer, I just sent you an email.
We're going to be making this little pouch today. And it's made out of recycled bags. Okay?
Recycled bags.
Recycled bags. We're gonna reuse, we're gonna repurpose, recycle. Woohoo! Is that better? I've got my mic set up now. I wasn't originally going to use my phone, so I was just using the computer and something happened with the computer. So are we good? Is the sound good? Can you hear me okay?
They said I was talking over you.
Oh.
Okay, I think we're back.
Okay. So,
whoa.
What? Okay. So we have this bag. We're going to trim up the bottom and the top handles, okay, so that all of that we have one flat piece. Then what I did was there were 2 layers. I just folded it in half and folded it in half one more time. Okay, that's all there is to it. Are we good, Barb? Mm-hmm. All right. So now at this point, I'll just do a little bit of trim here. Get rid of some of that excess.
So says the sound is better, which is great.
Oh, good. Good. Okay, I'm now going to take this over to my ironing station. So head over here with me, Barb. And I'm going to place, this has now 8 layers of the plastic in there. And I'm just going to put it in between 2 layers of paper.
Just paper?
Just paper is all.
Wow.
And see, you can see that right there. And I'm going to start in the middle and press out. What that's going to do is kind of move those air bubbles out.
Barbara Doran from Massachusetts says recycled plastic bags are banned in Massachusetts.
Really?
We might have to send you some. We got lots.
Yeah. Okay. Go from the center out. So I'm just spreading this out. Give it some firm pressure.
So are you stretching it a little bit? Does it seem
there is a little bit of, There is a little bit of stretch with this. And then I can...
And is that just regular paper?
Yep.
It is.
This is just regular copy paper.
Should you wait till it
I
cools?
should wait till it cools, yes. But I was getting too excited. Here we go.
Yep.
And then I'm going to just flip it around and do the same thing on this side.
Who thought we'd be making things out of our garbage bags?
I don't know. Someone who was very smart that said, you know what, I've got a lot of garbage bags and now I need to do something with them, right? So it's one of those things you're not going to use every day. You know, you're not going to think, oh, I can't wait to sew recycled plastic, but then you're going to say, you know what, I have all these bags I want to do something with. Take a look at that. I'm pulling it off.
So Renee said that they are banned in Outer Banks, North Carolina, and I've been there. I love that.
Wow. Well, they're not banned here yet. So
well, they were going to be banned.
Look
in
at
March,
this.
And then COVID hit.
Yep. Okay, so there we go. So now I have created my own fabric. Now, do you see I've got a few little, you know, holes there. I could actually add another piece of plastic right on top of that. I was playing around earlier and you can see, if we get up close to here, see you could use different colors too and you put them on top of each other. This is pretty, I mean, this is not going to...
They even suggested plastic tablecloths.
Oh, plastic tablecloths. That's true, you could do that. Okay, so this is 8 layers. And again, if I was trying to make it thicker, I could do that. In fact, I think I will. I think I'm just going to hurry and add some more plastic on top. I could certainly still use some of my scraps that were left over just to add another layer here and a layer there. You could use different colors. You know, let's say you
can't,
oh, go ahead.
I was just reading the question.
No.
Freezer paper wouldn't stick, but that has a greasy film on it. Doesn't freezer paper?
I think freezer paper could possibly work. I think.
Vessel?
Yeah, I think so. Parchment paper, something like that. Okay, so I had some holes, so I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit more over top of this. Just, you know, just so that it's a little bit thicker. This would be a fun project to do with the kids, too.
They would love it.
Mm-hmm. I think they would love to see how something goes from, you know, something so big to something so small.
Kris, I can see this. I know I said this before. I can see this being the next prom dress. Everybody,
make your prom dress out of plastic. Sure. It'd be waterproof. That's right. There you go. So I just was letting that cool down for a minute, and now I'm just peeling it back. See, it just comes right off.
Just comes right off.
Just comes right off. Yep. Now I don't have those holes there anymore. So
just like that.
Just
Magic.
like that, yeah. So you can create this as big as you want. So if you wanted to make like a tote bag, you could do a tote bag. You could make, you know, a recyclable grocery bag now out of the original grocery bag and just make it bigger. So I'm just trimming this up, and there's no right or wrong size to this. I'm just making a simple rectangle here for my pouch.
Gina said, how about making a mask out of it? I would suffocate. Doesn't it say right on there?
I don't know.
Yeah. Your mouth.
That's right. I don't know if I would do a mask out of that. I don't know. I don't think it'd be very comfortable, for sure. So you can see, and can you hear that? Like it's solid. I mean, it is, and waterproof. So how do I take this now? This originally started as this. Now it's this. And now I want to get to this. So let me show you how it's done. Let's go over to the sewing machine.
And Kathy Martini said, this is fun.
Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that, Kathy, because literally before I was doing this, I said, Barb, is this dumb? Should I not do this?
No,
this
it's
is
not
dumb.
dumb.
But it's kind of fun. It's kind of different. It's kind of one of those things. I always talk about putting things in the back of your head. All right, so let's do this.
Okay, question.
Oh, question.
What needle would you use and what thread and what?
I'm using a regular needle, regular thread.
Whatever's on the machine.
Whatever is on the machine. I am not doing anything special.
Stitch at all?
Nope, I'm not even changing my stitch. Okay, so I'm going to take a zipper, and this is the same technique for that you're going to do without a lining. All right, without a lining. So what I do right here, let's take a look. I'm going to actually stand up and sew on this one. You know what? I want to, that's a little bit at an angle. I want to get this straight across. I'm going to just straighten that up a little bit. Okay, I have a perfect edge there. So with my zipper face down, I'll just place it right about there. Now I have plenty of zipper here, right? I'm going to save that for Barb because she likes to save her zippers.
I do.
She saves her zippers.
Let me get right in there, Kris.
Oh, that's. Are you trying to be like me?
I'm making fun of you.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Am.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, notice I didn't even change to a zipper foot. It's totally fine. Okay, you'll want to go back like this because if people are on their phone, they're seeing that.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And then you don't have to top stitch, but I like to top stitch. Don't you like?
Issue.
Uh-oh.
I think we're back.
Okay. So right now what I'm doing is top stitching my zipper. Whoops, I need to cut my threads first. All right, so it looks like that. Now I need to get this side, let's see, this side, we got it, up to the top of the zipper. So I'm just bringing my bottom up to my top. My edges are even on both sides. And now this time I'm going to flip it around. Should I write a tutorial on this, guys? Would that be helpful? I could write a tutorial on this. And I'm going to put it in.
That would be a good idea.
Okay, I will do that. All right. So now it's sewn in, but what do I do if I need to top stitch that? No worries. You're going to take your zipper and open it up. And then you can fold it back.
Having that large zipper makes it so easy.
It does. I'm just finger pressing that and top stitching.
You're getting people saying, yes, the tutorial, yes, the tutorial.
Oh, good.
Please write that up.
Good, good, good. I will do that. Take a look. My zipper is done, you guys. It is done. That's how easy it is to install a zipper. Right, Barb?
It is.
I learned to not be afraid of zippers from my dear friend Barb. She taught me not to be afraid of them.
And to definitely use different colors.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just getting rid of some of these extra threads. I'm going to close it about halfway, and this is at the top. I'm going to bring this down so that I have just a little bit of lip up at the top. You can decide wherever you want this zipper to end up falling. I want it to be like this, where it's got a little bit on the top and some more on the bottom. So that's why I just folded it down that way. If I wanted the zipper to be at the very top, I would keep it like this, right? Mm-hmm. But I want to have it like that. So all I do is I push this down, and I have a little bit at the top and a lot more at the bottom. Any questions on that? And then,
okay, Betty Jo said, you should have used your girlfriend green bags.
I should have.
Every one of
yeah,
those.
that's right.
Get rid of them.
I'm going to have to play around with that one. Okay, now the final thing, this is the last step, you guys, is that I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch all the way down. I'm going to go and back stitch a few times over the zipper because I'm creating a new zipper stop here, if you will. And then I'm able to trim that and trim that edge, turn it right side, and my zipper pouch is completed.
Irene Matson said, and this is a great idea, with the extra zipper you have left over, just put a new zipper in on and you got a zipper.
Exactly. So again, I'm just back stitching over the, and then I'm going to move forward. Can you get that okay, Barb? Okay. Do a little back stitch. Okay. So that side is now done. And now I'm going to turn it around and do the opposite side. Do a little back stitch, go forward, and do a little back stitch. There we go. And I'm done. I'm done. Let's go over here and trim everything else up. I'm going to trim the rest of this and keep that. If you've got a big long zipper, go ahead and keep the extra because you can add another zipper pull to it and now you have an extra zipper. So you could really get 2 of these little pouches out of 1 zipper, right? Okay, and then I'm going to trim this side. I'm going to give a little trim at my corners just to kind of help reduce the bulk when I turn it right side out. And that is all there is to it. It doesn't get any easier. It's so simple and fun. So you're going to turn it right side out. Be careful as you try and poke out those corners. Okay, I would just kind of play with it with my fingertips. But we're going to poke out those corners and then you will have a completed zipper pouch. So this is a tiny one, but if you wanted a bigger one, just keep adding plastic bags. This is just a zipper pouch made out of 1 bag is all.
And you could add colors, you could add stripes.
Yeah, absolutely. Add, you know, if you have a Target bag that you love, use the Target bag and have some logos on there if you want. Pretty simple. I would, you know, kind of 8 layers is your minimum. If you want something a lot heavier, I would probably do maybe 12 layers or I don't know, a few more than 8. This one's 8. It's not too bad. We did have in a couple areas a little bit more, but that's all there is to it. Look how fun. And now I have a little zipper installed in my pouch. So it's one of those things to try and just enjoy making something different.
It is different.
So,
it's fun.